I bet you're wondering, how does this new, cool, funky mute compare to some of the other great practice mutes on the market, like the Bremner or the Wallace or even the lyric mute? Stay tuned to this video, and I'm going to play them side by side. Cheers. Everybody, it's Trent Austin from Austin Custom Brass. Thanks so much for your great support. And thank you especially for all of your amazing pre-orders on this new Divitt practice mute. We sold out almost instantly, and we have quite a few pre-orders. But keep those orders coming, and we'll get them fulfilled just as soon as we can. I thought this video would be nice to show, and especially so you can hear, the difference between some of these popular practice mute options we have in our repertoire. Now, I didn't bring all of them home to my home studio. These are actually ones that I do have in my home studio. You just heard a little bit of the Divitt mute, and what I'm going to try to do is keep the volume the same level throughout the video. Since these are practice mutes, I shouldn't have to adjust the volume. You might see me tweak on my settings here, though. First, obviously, let's talk about this mute. It's so fun to play. A couple nights ago, I don't need a practice mute. I have my own home. I'm very fortunate. And I just played with this mute because I just like it so much. It has great responsiveness, really great intonation. It feels great. It is not the softest practice mute. And I'm going to show you just really quickly off by playing this mute next to the Bremner. So first we'll do this mute. Then we're going to go to the Bremner. Now, Bremner makes two types of trumpet mutes, and they actually make a third straight mute as well. But this one with the yellow, that's their shh mute. This is very soft. It will be much softer, I think, than the Divitt. If I played open, the mic would explode. I'm trying to keep the volume the same. Here's that Divitt mute again. The resistance profile, let's talk about that. I greatly prefer the resistance of the Divitt over the Bremner. Now, Bremner makes another mute. But if you need the absolute softest practice mute on the market, this is the one to go to. We sell them. We love them. They're a great company. I used this mute. You can see it's a different color. It's gold versus yellow. And you see how the opening is a little larger and the mute itself is slightly wider. This is their Whisper on Stage mute. That one's actually a little bit louder than the Divitt. I just love how this mute plays. But before I got Yuan's mute, I used this mute almost exclusively when I was practicing. I didn't really need the super soft. Occasionally when I had to play in a hotel or something while I was on tour, I used the yellow mute, but I eventually replaced it with this gold mute, which we also sell in the shop. It's a great mute. Let me put that down. Now let's go to another popular mute. Now this isn't really a practice mute, we'll say. It's just a really soft straight mute made by our friends at TrumCor. It's such a beautiful mute, the Lyric Stealth. I think it's one of their #1 selling mutes. sound volume is about the same, at least from my perspective. And I should have asked, you probably want to listen with headphones on this video to get the actual full volume spectrum. The resistance on this is not nearly as nice as the Divitt mute. Still a very good mute and has a lot of practical professional applications if you're an orchestral trumpet player or somebody who's playing in symphonic band, quintet, those things. That has a lot of applications. Then the last mute that I have for this demonstration, and this looks familiar, I mean, it looks a little similar to this mute. This is the Wallace practice mute. This is an awesome practice mute, and a couple things. This has a detachable stem, so you can change the resistance, and also this is like a suppressor in terms of the sound shape of it, and it can go in at certain points and change the sound. What I will do is first play it open like this, then play this mute, and then play it with it closed. Now I do know we don't sell these. These are pretty pricey mutes, but very well made. And then lastly, I'm going to do the Wallace mute, put my trumpet down, with the stem all the way in, which will create it to be much softer. So there you go. It's a quick little tour of some of the popular practice mute options. What do you like? What do you hear? What do you have? Please post your comments. I'd love to interact with you in terms of this. One thing I will say about the Divitt mute that I'm so psyched about is it's only $40 at the time of this video. So it's very affordable. And that's a great option for, especially in these times where we have to play inside and you might need something that suppresses the sound if you have neighbors who aren't huge fans of the theme from Battlestar Galactica like Maynard used to play. Either way, nobody's perfect. Thanks so much for watching this video. Hit that subscribe button. Stay up to date. It might be over there. It might be up here. It might be here. I don't know. Thank you again for your great support. We'll get those mutes to you just as soon as we can. And we appreciate all you do for ACB. Have an awesome night, day, morning, whenever you watch this. Take care. Cheers.